I have got a fun painting for today. What you see there taped down to that cutting mat is a Gelli plate print. A couple weeks ago, I had tried Gelli plate printing for the first time in my life and had an absolute blast. The print that you see was the remnants of the little tiny piece of acrylic I was using, where I would pour out a little bit of acrylic paint, and then I would dab my stamp in that acrylic, and then I would put that stamp on my Gelli plate. So that was really just my palette for using the stamp on. There are some little circles and things in there, and it's all spread out because I was using the stamps on it. And my friend didn't want to waste that, so she said, hey, let's print it. Let's put some red behind it and print it on a book page. So this is what we have, and it turned out really cool. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it, and then I decided I would paint over top of it, and it took a little while to figure out what I wanted to paint, but I love birds so much that I was trying to think of different birds, and it came to me this morning, a flamingo, because that would kind of bring together the really pretty red in the background, and it would be great for that greenish gold. It would really highlight that. The flamingo's eye is pretty much the same color as that background of the greenish gold, so it came out beautifully. So the first thing I did was I used a watercolor pencil, white watercolor pencil, just to get the outline in, and then I used a really light, kind of watered down white acrylic. I used Liquid-X Heavy Body White, Cadmium Red Medium Hue Golden, Alizarin Crimson Hue Golden, Cadmium Yellow Medium Hue Golden, and Mars Black Golden. Once I had the white blocked in, I mixed up the red, medium hue, and white until I got a really pretty pink. And then I would mix in a little bit of the yellow to get more of a corally color. And, I just kept mixing and mixing until I found something that I really liked. And I liked the different hues that I got, because there's so much light coming from the top of this flamingo that's on its head, on the bottom curve of its neck, on the back of the feathers, on the wings. It's such a beautiful bird. I just mixed and mixed and mixed until I found something that would work. I'm also using some brushes from the Ruby Satin Silver line. I have the 3/8 1/4" angled brushes, and then a number 2 bright. It has been a while since I've used these, and they performed beautifully. It was at the stage of adding the black on the beak that it really started to come together for me. It really enhanced the fact that, one, I was working on a flamingo, but it just made it pop out from that background even better. I loved it. So I decided to go ahead and put in the eye as well. I love adding the eyes to all of the animals that I paint. It just seems to like add their soul, and I love when they're just like looking back at me. Okay, now that I have all of the finishing touches on it that I think that I want, it's time to take the tape off. I was nervous about this because I wasn't sure if it would tear the paper, and it did in a few spots. However, I have a plan for this painting, and it won't matter if it tears a little bit as long as the painted part is okay. I did decide that I needed a little bit more highlight on the back of the neck there. So my plan is to paint this cute little wooden frame that I found at Michael's for like $1. I'm going to paint it black, And then I'm going to mount the Flamingo to backboard that I use for when I make sketchbooks. And then I'm going to mount that to the inside of this frame. The frame has the jute line there. You see, it has that you can hang from, but also has an actual hanger mounted on the back. So you have two ways to hang if you want. I'm not going to show you the whole process because I'm just painting that black, and I'm just using Mod Podge to adhere the Flamingo to the backboard and to the inside of this frame. I tell you, this was a game changer. I loved this so much. I can absolutely see myself doing this in an art journal moving forward. I love how it turned out, and hopefully you did too. Let me know in the comments what you think. Subscribe, like, all that stuff. Thank you for joining me. Have a great day.